Do you have a daily routine? What is your writing schedule?
Started with a daily routine, and I tell everybody who's starting to write, make sure you have a daily routine of at least 15 minutes a day, and then it will just flow into getting longer and make a nice writing spot. I bought a new desk, I put a plan, I'm looking down a window, and I'm like, okay, here I go. And when you start writing, at that point you are an author. I've heard many people say, well, I haven't published yet, so I'm not an author. No, you are an author when you start writing. I just want to clear that up. I don't finish a chapter and go, okay, tomorrow I'll be back. No, I never end at the end of a chapter, and I sometimes don't even end at the period of a sentence. Because when I come back and start reading it the next day, I'll know exactly where I was going, and I can pick up that flow, and I just keep going. So that keeps me constantly going. I don't have to just go, oh, how am I going to start? Like starting a new chapter is almost like starting a new book, and it's a blank page and it says just you see the chapter 11, and I don't like that.
It's intimidating. It
It's
is.
intimidating. How am I going to start this one? Am I going to make it different than the last one? Where did I leave off on the last chapter? What am I? Yeah. So I avoid all that by not finishing the chapter or both, not finishing the last sentence I was starting to write. Oh,
That is phenomenal. I have
yeah,
never heard of anybody doing. I don't think I could leave the half sentence. That would be
it's
like I just
hard.
have to
It's
get it.
hard the first few times, but when but it's still there. So you start to read it and you go, oh yeah, that's right where I was. And you
Exactly.
just get
That's
right back into writing. So,
really excellent tip there. I love that. I have been forced into similar, like I always make sure I try to make sure I finish the sentence, but I'm a homeschool mom. So whenever my kids get up, it's, oh,
right.
put this down and turn it into mom. So have been forced into that many times, and it can be really difficult when you have things that take you away from your writing because you're so deep inside that world, and it's so delicious and wonderful to be there that when you get like knocked out of it, it's sort of like a reader who's reading and you get that like, why are you talking to me? I'm reading a book, right? As
Right.
authors, I
Oh,
feel like writing is
abs
the same way. And
darn that
s-
Amazon delivery person doesn't show up in the middle of a murder scene. Like,
yes,
are you
how could they?
serious? You know what I was writing right now? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's yes, so true. So, but we all have to be okay with that. We have to be okay with our flow getting cut off sometimes. Something that I have tested for a couple of years now and have just really put my foot down on again is watching shorts. So, reels, YouTube shorts. When I start to watch them, if because I don't watch movies, sorry,
It's,
you're in the film
it's
industry.
okay.
I probably haven't watched a full movie for 13 years. It's probably been 13 years. We don't own a TV, so I don't watch like TV. So sometimes you just want that break, like 15 minutes in the evening, sit down and watch something. So it'd be, maybe some funny animal reels. And I find that when I do that, my attention span for writing drops like crazy. And
Interesting.
if I'm struggling to sit down and write a significant amount of a book at a time, I have to cut those shorts off. And it is phenomenal how 2 or 3 days go by without them. And I find myself able to sit down and put out that river of words that I'm looking for. So maybe somebody needed to hear that
Yeah,
today.
yeah. Maybe they're watching shorts. The other thing is I don't worry about not writing for a couple of days. The funny thing is I've always found something happens in my life, that'd be great for the book. You know? And
Yes.
it's almost like you need to step away and be with other people and don't leave, dress, get dressed in the morning. The writers are notorious to be in the pajamas typing like, oh, you want me to present what? That's in front of people. So, so get out, experience life because things happen in life, that you want to put into your books. So I never start worrying about, oh my gosh, I don't have, I've kind of lost on this story. And where do I want to go next? Because I'm a plotter. I'm not a plotter, excuse me, because I'm a pantser.
Pantser.
And, those little breaks sometimes are just what I needed.